everyone, welcome to another video. So today I'll have listed down a few of my very favorite cliche sort of novels from Wattpad. Now I am a very decent reader of Wattpad because I started getting into reading when I started reading fan fictions. So Wattpad has been a big part of my life, and I just thought to recommend you guys some really nice books out there that I would recommend you if you guys really want to. Most of them are cliche, bad boy, good girl, but they're not cringe. Like the ones that I have noted down, you're gonna enjoy reading them. You're not gonna want to not read them, if that makes sense. So I guess we'll just get right into it. Now, to start off, my first and foremost very, very favorite book, Chasing Red. Now, I will be putting on the story information pages on the screen right here with the name of the writers, because I don't even know if I can pronounce them the right way. So Chasing Red is by Isabella Ronan, and it's one of my favorite novels to read. Like, since the last 3 weeks, I've read it like 7 times. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's that good. Now, obviously everybody has their own preference, but I'll give you a little outline of the story. You guys can obviously go and check it out. So Chasing Red is basically about this, the main girl is a strong-willed and independent girl. Her name is Veronica. And then the boy is kind of the typical bad boy of the college, but he is also filthy rich, like we like it. And basically Veronica gets kicked out of her apartment, and she didn't have a place to live, so Caleb lets her live in his apartment, and they fall in love, and obviously a lot of things happen. But this book, y'all, I'm telling you, it's amazing. If you don't get hooked up over this, then you're probably not into romance novels, because this novel, it might sound like a kind of not a fun story to read about with my information, because I'm not that good at explaining things and I'm not that convincing. But if you have not read this and you like to read romance genre, you are gonna love it. Caleb Lockhart, his personality, Veronica's past, her overcoming it, their chemistry, their story, it's wonderful. It really is. Then we have number 2, The Bad Boys Girl. Now, this is written by JessGirl93. That's the username. And I think with the title, we can guess that it's about a bad boy and then a typical bad girl. So it has a lot to it. Like, this story it has a bigger a plot. I'm gonna try to explain it. So the main girl is Tessa, and the main guy is Cole Stone. Now the story is kind of starts from their when they were young. Tessa, I think they're all neighbors. Tessa and Cole's family, they're neighbors. They live in the same neighborhood. So the story goes around that when they were younger, Tessa have always liked Jay, which was Cole's brother, and Tessa had Tessa's best friend liked Cole, who was Jay's brother. And I don't know about Jay, but I just know that Cole have always been madly in love with Tessa. So when they were younger, he used to bully her a lot, tease her, and all that stuff. And then because of his anger issues and problems, he was sent to some military school, I guess, and he came back when they were like grown up, like almost in high school, college time. And by then things have changed. When he comes back, he sees everything. He have changed a lot as well, because he realized that bullying his crush won't get him anywhere, I guess. So what happens is that A lot of things happen when he come back. I think the story starts from somewhere when he's like coming back to the town, and everybody knows that, and Cole is coming back, the word is around. Now, the thing is that Tessa's best friend pretty much have become completely like against Tessa. She started to date Jade because Cole liked Tessa and she liked Cole, so just to get back at Tessa, she started dating Jay. Tessa is kind of hurt because Jay won't stand up with her. She gets bullied by her best friend and her friends, like, badly. And she was also, like, when she was younger, she was very, very, very healthy. I would say, like, I don't want to say fat, but, like, a very healthy child. But as she grew up, she lost that weight because, well, I guess she wanted to change, and they would bully her, but they would still bully her. So it's basically about how Cole comes back and he gets her back and makes her fall in love with him. And well, but she used to like Cole too. That's just a spoiler. She used to like him when they were younger, but he used to annoy her, so I guess she didn't like him anymore. Now, that's it for this. I would leave the rest to you guys to read and find out. Then we have another one of my favorite. It's by the same writer of Chasing Red, Spitfire in Love, guys. And then with Spitfire in Love, she have already uploaded the sequel to that, which is Reckless in Love. Both of these books are amazeballs. I don't even know if that's an expression you use, but it's an amazing expression. So now the thing is that it's about Camellia and it's about Cameron. Cameron is Caleb's friend. Camellia is Veronica's friend. The books are kind of related. Like, they both are on these different two couples. And Spitfire in Love, Reckless in Love, and the third one is also is being updated. It's Wicked in Love. Guys, these series are gonna get you hooked up. It's beautiful the way the story is written. Cameron is again a very closed off kind of personal guy, and Camellia lives with her brother and father and is again a very strong-willed person. Her mother left her when she was younger, so she works hard a lot and earns it, but she has a very amazing personality. The whole thing about these books is the friendship, the independence of both women, Camellia and Veronica. I love that about it. They have such nice characters. You guys are gonna love the story, so please read it. Now, let me just name it. Spitfire in Love, Reckless in Love, and Wicked in Love are three, along with Chasing Red, of the same writer. But Chasing Red is about Caleb and Veronica, and the rest of the three are about the both Cams. You guys will know as you read it. You guys are gonna love it. Then number 3 is again one of my most favorite. I think most of you guys who know Wattpad will have definitely read this, and if you haven't, please do. This is I Sold Myself to the Devil for vinyls. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Pitiful, I know. This is a book that you're definitely gonna fall in love with. It's about Blake Eaton and Lexi Grayson. It also has another version to it, which is like not another version. I would say it's another book, Smirking Jerk. It's not completed, but it has different chapters from the I Sold Myself to Devil. Different chapters are in Smirking Jerk, but they're like from Blake's point of view, whereas the main book is fully written from Lexi's point of view. Guys, Blake has been in love with her since grade 5 because she fought with the art teacher for his painting, because the art teacher said that he gave them an assignment to draw paintings and of their favorite place where they want to go, and he drew sky. So the art teacher was like, so the paintings were put on the board, I guess, and the teacher was like, sky is not a place you can go. Like, he just scolded him. So she stood up for him, and since then he has been in absolute love with her. And he's a very sensitive guy. He lost his brother in the way. He's very closed off, incredibly rich parents. Whereas for Lexi, she has something going on with her mother, but she is again an amazing person, very, very strong. She has brother. Her brother's an amazing guy. We're gonna love him. Her father, who is an amazing dad, and have raised them both to be amazing people. But this book is lovely, how he starts getting her to notice him, how he's so happy. You guys are gonna love it, so please read both of them. Then we have another book called Breaking the Bad Boy. Now again, let me just tell you a disclaimer. I cried a lot while reading this book. It has a lot of sad things about it, but then it has a very cute thing to it, guys. Trust me, you're gonna like it. And it is written by I have no idea how to pronounce this username. I'm gonna insert it right here. I hope you guys can read it. So the main girl is Ashley and the guy is Tyler, and Tyler's twin, Taylor, and Ashley used to be besties, so that's how they basically know each other. Now, the story plot is that Taylor dies because of an illness, and it changes Tyler a lot, like very negatively, and he changes into a completely different person and becomes very closed off, and the bad boy, he becomes like that. As far as Ashley is concerned, she has another story with her father who died in a car accident, and she blames herself for his death, and nobody knows that her father have died except Taylor, who's dead. So it's a lot of negativity, and you guys might not want to read it after my explanation, but it is lovely how they start coming together, and he really likes her, she really likes him. It's how they both bring each other out of their dark corners and accept it that something has happened and it has happened, and how they can move on together. It's lovely. I honestly think it's like a very realistic, and it has so many cute things to it and elements to it. I really, really recommend this book. Then one of my faves is Living with the Bad Boy. Now, with the title, we can always tell that it's the bad boy thing again. Now, the main character is Bronte. I have pronounced her name like that throughout the novel, so it might be different pronunciation. I just like calling her that. She's amazing. She is such a sweetheart of the school. She's cheerful, extremely cheerful, and lovely. And the boy is Blake Parker, who is the rude, bad boy, kind of rebellious child, as per usual. Now what happens is that Bronte's parents have to go somewhere, and they don't want to leave her alone. So they're friends with Blake's parent, I believe. So they leave Bronte at their house. So take it, okay. And what happens is that Bronte basically feels like it's her duty to take care of people around her, because when she was younger, she had a friend who, who was troubled and she couldn't help her, and since then she have always blamed herself. So she wants to help people around her, and she's like a little more intrusive, and Blake doesn't like that, obviously. So when she sees him and his habits and everything, she just wants to help him and get him out of his troubles, and is just after him. And then they fall in love, obviously. Then there's this another book. Oh, by the way, the Living with the Bad Boy is by Creative Cliche. Then we have another book, Bad Boys Game. So it's written by Beautiful Tragedies, and it's another amazing book. Now, this is about, obviously, the bad boy, but she's not that good. I mean, she's not a bad girl, but she's a good girl. Yeah, let's just say she's a good girl. So what happens is that he introduces this kind of challenge that we'll date for 3 months, and if you fall in love with me and I win, if you fall in love with me, I'll win, and if in any case you don't fall in love with me, then you lose. And like he says that if you can win, like if you can win by not falling in love with me, I think I said something else before, guys, please ignore it. He says that if you can win without by not falling in love with me, then I will leave all my bad boy player ways behind. I'll not lit a cigarette again, and I'll become a good person. So she agrees, and it's about how they're both are gonna fall in love actually in those 3 months while dating. Then we have wait a second, guys. Then we have this book called The Stupid Cupid. It's also very cute. It's very, very cliche, guys, trust me. It's very typical and cringe, but it was very cute. It's about how the girl's mother is like always finding her someone to date because she's like a matchmaker. She does it like an official job, and the girl finds this bad boy and makes a pact with him, who's also like with her on a science project. So she asks him to pretend to date her so that her mom's just gonna get pissed off, and they fall in love, and it's very typical. But I would add it onto the list so you guys can spend your time reading it because it's actually really fun. So that would be it for today. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.